loud. Hey guys, how are you? How's it going? How's it going? Happy Friday! So, wanted to come in really quick and talk a little bit about seasonal allergies. I'm dying. Hey Christy, how you doing? So I know I'm not alone. This has been like a really rough season. Hey Tony, what's going on? So, I know I'm not alone. A lot of people have also mentioned that it's just been super crazy and we're all experiencing various side effects from it. So, sneezing, runny eyes, itchy skin, all that stuff is happening, and it seems to be like day and night, no relief. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, first of all, we should just like share all of our allergy complaints and situations, but we can also talk about what we can do to help alleviate some of these problems. And I am going to share some stuff that you could do at home to help relieve some of these crazy symptoms we're all experiencing. So make sure you get your little notepad out and everything. So I'm going to drop some nice little gems on things you can do at home to get yourself some relief in this crazy allergy season. So first up, let's start with, what's going on during this season. So I know for a fact that, once you're a dry skin person like myself, during this time of year, you become more dry. My skin is dry, I'm more thirsty, all that stuff is happening right now. On a regular day, I'm dry. So now that I'm going through all this allergy situation, it's, ramped up by 100%. So other dry skin folks, I know you're going through it right now. You're hyper dry. You also have like dry throat, dry nose, dry mouth, everything's just dry. So, of course, drink your water, duh. Everybody knows to do that. But a couple of things to help with just a little bit deeper hydration. Here's where you're going to take some notes. Get yourself some aloe juice. Get yourself some aloe gel. It really helps with like internal hydration and trapping as much moisture as possible so you don't feel so incredibly dry. So that's tip number one. When you take these allergy meds, they also make you feel very dry. And I can't go without them this season at all. Like I tried a couple of days to not take it, and it was hell on wheels. So, especially the decongestant ones, they do have a tendency to dry you out and make you, feel very dry, very thirsty. So you just have to ramp up drinking your water and doing other things internally to keep that hydration together. So that's number two. If you are somebody who's oily skin, I know you guys are getting hit with a lot of itchiness, maybe redness. Here's a couple of things that are going on. You're outside, your oily skin is actually a really great place for the pollen when it's flying around in the air to get trapped on your skin. So for oily skin people, I do recommend that you go ahead and get yourself some really gentle cleanser, because you might find yourself needing to rinse your face more than usual on a daily basis just to get the pollen off, and so that you're not constantly itching and sneezing and all that good stuff. So that's really, the difference between what's happening with somebody who has dry skin versus somebody who has oily skin. Dry skin people, you're just going to get more dry. And, as pollen is in contact with your skin, you're going to be more dry, itchy, redness, runny nose, runny eyes, all that good stuff. If you're somebody who's on the oily skin spectrum, now you've got the type of kind of attractive surface for pollen in the air to latch onto. And then you guys might not get dry, but you'll experience the itchiness, the redness, and all that good stuff. So for the oily skin people, please, go ahead and get yourself some gentle cleanser and rinse your face a little bit more often than normal, as well as your hands. This is a general information that I usually share with everybody, but this is even more applies to folks with oily skin because you just have like that magnet going on for the pollen. Hey, Tony, I get it, right? Crazy. So that's kind of some of the stuff that's going on. Itchy skin, normal. Red skin, yes. Especially around these eyes. For me, I have dark circles around my eyes anyway that I work really hard to keep at bay or try to minimize as much as possible with both products and also treatments. So now, added to what's going on with the allergy season, I'm like, sometimes I catch myself kind of rubbing my eyes. If they're really itchy, if they're really watery, I can't help it. And sometimes in my sleep, if I've got the windows open or if I haven't taken my allergy meds where it's giving me some relief at nighttime, I think in my sleep I'm rubbing them too. So here's what you can do. Take out your notes. 2 things I highly recommend, whether you're oily skin or dry skin. Get yourself some green tea products, okay? Moisturizer, great. Cleanser, great. Green tea products. If you don't want to go out and have to hunt down another set of products, this is like your cheat. This is where the notes come in. If you have some green tea at home, get yourself 2 bags and steep it in like a small teacup. You want to make a really nice, strong concentration of green tea. It's like really, really strong. You want it to be very, very strong. So that's why I say use 2 tea bags, okay? And use a small cup of really hot water. Let it seep. Make sure you get that concentration as strong as you possibly can. And you can use that liquid directly on, the affected area, like on your eyes. And you can also use that liquid and mix it into your existing moisturizer. So now you have some green tea moisturizer. What is that going to do for you? First of all, it's going to provide some relief. It really does a fabulous job of, breaking down the itchiness and the redness. Second of all, it takes down a lot of the inflammation. It's a great, great product to make sure the inflammation, can cut that sucker in half. Hey, what's up, Turquoise? Thanks for joining. So that's what you can do, okay? So let me repeat. Get yourself some green tea products. If you don't feel like getting the green tea products, what you can do is just make yourself a super strong cup of green tea. Take 2 tea bags in a really small cup, nice hot water, let it seep for a really long time so you get very, very, very strong liquid. Add that liquid to your moisturizer. You can add that liquid to your cleanser. And that's how you go ahead and you make yourself some green tea products at home, okay? Another thing, let's see, green tea for me works really well because I gotta get this inflammation off my skin. And that's what it really does. If you're somebody that doesn't have too much inflammation, you're just irritated, you want to go ahead and you can use rose water. Rose water is great for cooling down the skin if it's irritated. Chamomile, same thing. If you don't have chamomile products or chamomile as a main ingredient in your products, do the exact same process that I told you with the green tea. Get yourself some chamomile tea or the chamomile, bush flowers, and steep down a super, super strong cup of it and use that liquid and add it to your products. And that will provide some really great cooling relief to itchy eyes and skin. I, again, have a lot of problems with the eyes trying to keep that looking normal on a regular old day. So during the allergy season, I have like some cotton pads soaked in green tea and soaked in rose water to help give me some relief. If you are somebody who on a regular average day has eczema, psoriasis, or any type of those inflammatory skin issues, you're probably having some flare-ups right now. Don't freak out, especially if you've been on some medication or if you had it under control for a really long time. And now you're noticing all of a sudden you're getting a lot of these flare-ups. You got some patchy areas that are on 1,000. Don't freak out. This is, nothing you've done wrong. It's really just allergy season setting this off. So you want to be a little bit vigilant and a little bit more aggressive with whatever you've been doing to keep things under control. You might find yourself having to go a little bit harder now because it's flaring up. Totally normal to expect this. If you know that you're somebody who walks around on a regular day and you have a psoriasis, eczema issue, keep yourself on vigilant lookout to know that it's probably going to get a little bit crazy right around now. You're probably going to have a flare-up. Go ahead and use your medication. Of course, take your allergy meds. That's what's going to help try to keep these histamines a little bit lower in your system so you're not so inflamed. So those are just some tips there. I guess, last, I want to make sure that you, a couple like housekeeping stuff. If you're somebody who drives, you might need to rinse your car off a little bit more. At home, when you keep your windows open, I like to get some fresh air, especially at night. Clean your windowsill. So it's a lot more work, but honestly, if you're somebody who suffers from allergies, these are the things you need to do to survive the season. Okay, let's see. I got a question here. I saw this on YouTube, but I wasn't sure if it was true or not. Someone took 2 big spoons and put it in the refrigerator, depuff your eyes. Okay, so yes, so taking spoons that are super, super cold, putting it on your eyes to depuff your eyes. So you're using like a cooling action to help depuff it. That can help. It can help. It's not like it doesn't work. But if you're somebody who also suffers from dark circles or also suffers from inflammation, that cooling effect can give you relief, feel relieved, but sometimes you need an agent that's actually going to work to reduce the inflammation. So that's why I do recommend the green tea. That's why I do recommend chamomile, and I do recommend rose water, because those are active ingredients that actually work to help reduce inflammation. So the cool spoons definitely can help with puffiness. But if your puffiness is a result of, doing a lot, being itchy, being inflamed, being irritated, you might need some kind of ingredient to help counteract some of that inflammation. Hopefully that helps. Let's see, what else can I share with you guys about allergy season? Oh gosh, sunscreen. So I know I talk about using sunscreen all the time, right? Okay, great. So, and I talk to you guys about protecting your skin, especially during the day, even if it's a crappy rainy day out. You know that. You heard me say it 1,000 times. Here's just another reason why you should wear sunscreen in the day. Think of it as being your little skin's umbrella, so that the pollen and the other allergens aren't having direct contact with your skin. Anything you can use as a barrier, so it's not coming in direct contact with your skin, to help reduce the amount of effects of this stuff touching your skin, that's only a help. So for those of y'all who's always skipping moisturizer, or you're always skipping sunscreen before you go out the house in the morning, this is another reason to kind of put that stuff on, because you want to give yourself a little umbrella against this pollen really touching your skin and setting you off. So hopefully, that makes sense and helps you out. Hey, what's up, Mother Liddy? How you doing? So, here, let's go rewind and recap. Let's talk green tea. Green tea, rose water, chamomile. Those are the 3 agents I recommend if you're going to do any kind of DIY work at home, as far as reducing inflammation, getting rid of some of this itching and this annoying symptoms that are associated with allergies. You can do that. Get those products that have a high concentration of those agents, and if you don't have that and you want to do a little bit of kitchen work, just steep the tea very strong and add that liquid to your existing products to help give you some relief. If you're somebody who has a lot of irritation, dark circles, constantly scratching your eyes, this area is so sensitive. The skin is so thin. So it's very easy for it to be red, irritated, and turn dark and just drive you nuts. Go ahead and put those agents directly on your eyes, soak it in a pad, and put it right on there to help bring that inflammation down. And then last, put on your sunscreen before you go out. We want to make a nice umbrella for your skin so this pollen doesn't just latch right on and have direct contact with your skin. The less direct contact that we can have with it, the better off you guys will feel. Take your allergy meds too. That's what's going to help internally kind of keep some of these issues at bay. Histamine blockers are fabulous. There's a lot of them on the market. What's been working for me? I've been using Zyrtec. That's what's worked for me. I've tried a few other ones over the years, and maybe they've worked for a little bit and then they stop working maybe the following year. But what I've found to work for me right now is Zyrtec. So hopefully it lasts as long as it can until I have to change it again. But that's what I've been using for me. So, do you guys have any questions with regards to seasonal allergies? Shoot me a DM, pop a question right here in the comment box. But hopefully, this information has been helpful. Like I said, hopefully this is not going to last too much longer. This has been a pretty strong allergy season for everybody. So like I said, expect certain things to happen. Itchy skin, dry skin, you have to go a little harder on the moisture. If you are an oily skin person, you probably need to start rinsing your face and your hands a little bit more often than you normally do, just to keep the stuff off your skin. Drop me a DM, follow along here, like, share, comment. I'm happy to speak about almost any topic and help everyone out. Don't forget our specials that are going on May for your mom. Mother's Day is like 1.5 days away, so if you didn't figure out what you're getting for your mom, check out some of our specials and get those last minute gifts together. Other than that, you guys stay healthy, and we're gonna survive this crazy allergy season. If you have questions, shoot me a DM, shoot me an email. Happy to answer them. Thanks so much and enjoy your Friday. Bye.